We are in lesson 371. This is a spelling dictation exercise. And for the first time, we are going to be spelling words that are 2 syllables in length. Also, for the first time in this program, we are no longer going to use nonsense words at all. So all of the words we'll be spelling from this lesson forward will all be real words, no nonsense words of any kind. Up until this point in the program, all of the words I've been dictating are 1-syllable words. Now, what is a 1-syllable word? A 1-syllable word is a word that contains one vowel sound and possibly, usually, other consonant sounds. What is a 2-syllable word? A 2-syllable word is a word that has 2 vowel sounds in it. In other words, syllables are determined by vowel sounds. Every vowel sound in a word gets its own syllable. So if you have 2 vowel sounds in a word, it's a 2-syllable word. If you have 4 vowel sounds in a word, you'll have a 4-syllable word. Most words in English will either be 2, 3, 4, possibly 5, possibly 6 syllables in length. And there are some words that are longer than that, but they tend to be very unusual scientific words that you never see, nor probably have ever heard of. The most common multiple syllable words are 2-syllable words. So we're going to learn the rules which govern where to divide a word into syllables. Because that's important, because according to where a word divides into syllables, that will determine the vowel sound that the vowel in that syllable will represent, whether it will be a long vowel sound or a short vowel sound or perhaps another sound. So right now we're going to work with Syllable Rule 1. This is new, and this is a rule you apply when you have 2 vowel sounds in a word and you have to figure out where to divide the word into syllables. And what Syllable Rule 1 says is the following. When 2 vowels representing sounds are separated by 1 consonant, divide the word after the first vowel and before the consonant. And you'll see on this screen, we have 3 words which illustrate this rule. Notice the numbers in red above the word are syllable rule numbers. The numbers in green below the word are vowel group numbers. And the yellow dots you see under the vowel sounds are put there to identify the vowel sounds in the word. So let's look at the first word, silent. In silent, we have 2 vowel sounds, I and E. Notice between the I and the E there is 1 consonant letter, L. According to Syllable Rule 1, when you have 2 vowels, and between those 2 vowels you have 1 consonant, you divide the word into syllables after the first vowel and before the consonant. And the slash line you see there is the syllable division line. Now we put the number 1 above the syllable division line, just slightly to the right of it, and we use in this marking system on our screen the color red to represent the syllable rule number. Obviously on your paper you won't probably have access to the color red, nor is it necessary to, but for purposes of illustration, it's very useful to have different colors to indicate different things about the word. Once you identify where to divide a word into syllables, then you have to assign a vowel group number to each vowel sound in the word. So we then put the vowel group number under the vowel in each syllable within the word. In silent, the first syllable we have 1 vowel at the end of the syllable. And vowel group 2 says that when you have 1 vowel and it comes at the end of the word or the syllable, the vowel will be long. So we put a 2 under the I. The second syllable we have an E, followed by a consonant. It's obviously followed by more than 1 consonant, but that doesn't matter. The key is it's followed by a consonant. And vowel group 1 says in that instance the vowel will represent its short sound, So the word is silent. So this marking system is very powerful because in order to understand how the word is constructed phonetically, you have to understand how a word is put together or constructed phonetically in order to mark it correctly. And it also just reinforces the idea that there's logic at play here with English. And the words adhere to a set of rules. And these are the rules that we are learning in this program. And the marking system is a way for you to analyze the word and apply the rules. And this will be helpful for you for decoding words you don't recognize, and also to help you remember how to spell words. The next word is evict. Here we have E followed by the consonant V followed by the vowel I. So according to Syllable Rule 1, you divide between the E and the V. We place the 1 above the word, the syllable rule number, and then we assign the vowel group numbers under the vowels in the word. And in the first syllable, we have a one-letter syllable, E. E is the last letter in the syllable. It's also the first letter in the syllable, but that's not relevant. The vowel group 2 says if you have a vowel and it comes at the end of the syllable, the vowel will represent its long sound, as it does here. We put a 2 under the E. E is going to represent its long sound here. And in the second syllable, I is followed by the consonant C, so therefore vowel group 1 is in effect. I will represent its short sound, I. And again, the word is evict. Finally, our last word is photo. Here again, we have 2 vowels separated by a single consonant. So we divide the word after the first vowel O and before the T. We place a 1 above the word, slightly to the right of the syllable division line. This is Syllable Rule 1. The number above the word explains why we're dividing the word where we do in the word. And then after you've done that, of course, we have PH underlined because it is a team. And then we assign vowel group numbers under the 2 O's in this word. In the first syllable, O comes at the end of the syllable, therefore vowel group 2 is in effect. In the second syllable, the same construction. We have a vowel at the end of the syllable. So vowel group 2 is in effect for that O as well, and both O's represent their long sounds. Now I'm going to dictate a total of 11 rows of words, and all of the words in this lesson will be governed by Syllable Rule 1. Now before I begin the dictation of the words in lesson 371, let's review the marking procedure for words that we are spelling, because we don't just spell words, we also mark them. Step 1, underline all consonant and vowel teams in a word. Double underline letters or letter teams making their second sounds. Underline silent E at the end of a syllable or word. That's step 1. After you've done that, go to step 2. Place dots under all vowel sounds. Now we're going to use yellow dots in this marking system on the screen you are looking at. Obviously, I don't expect you to have a yellow crayon or marker of any kind, so just place a black dot under each vowel that represents a sound in each of the words. Step 3, if necessary, divide the word into syllables. Now in this lesson, all the words are 2-syllable words, but we'll have lessons where they'll be mixed together. Some words will be 1 syllable, some words will be longer. So place dots under all vowel sounds, and then if you have more than 1 vowel sound, that means you have a multiple syllable word and you have to divide the word into syllables. If that's the case, you write the syllable rule number above the word slightly to the right of the syllable division line. And then finally, step 4, determine the vowel group number for each vowel sound in the word, and you place the vowel group number directly under the vowel that represents the sound in that syllable. Let's begin with row 1. We have 11 rows of words, and the first word is result. Result. What is the result of the election? Result. This is a 2-syllable word. The first syllable is re, 2 sounds, r, E. Second syllable, zult. 4 sounds. Z, l, t. The word is result. Now, the first thing we do in this word, once you've spelled it, is look for any consonant teams, or see if any of the letters represent their second sounds, or if you have a silent E, underline the silent E. In this word, we do have one element, and that is the letter S is representing its second sound. So double underline the letter S. Now the next step is to identify vowel sounds in the word by placing a dot under each vowel that represents a sound. And we have 2 vowels in this word. They both represent sounds, so we place dots under them. Now we have 2 vowel sounds in this word, so that means we have a 2-syllable word. So the next step is we have to figure out where to divide the word into syllables. And we are going to apply Syllable Rule 1 to this word because we have one consonant between the 2 vowels. And Syllable Rule 1 says you divide after the first vowel and before the consonant. We place a 1 above the word, slightly to the right of the division line, and we're going to use number 1 here. And then finally, we assign vowel group numbers. And in this instance, we have E is representing vowel group 2, so it's going to represent its long sound. And U is vowel group 1 because you have one vowel followed by a consonant. And the word is pronounced result. The next word is nomad. Nomad. The nomad had no place to call home. Nomad. This also is a 2-syllable word. All the words in this lesson are 2 syllables. The first syllable, no, which has 2 sounds. N, O. Second syllable, mad, 3 sounds. A, d. Nomad. Our next step is if we have any consonant teams, we underline them, but we don't. So we go to the next step, which is to identify vowel sounds. We have 2 vowel sounds in this word, meaning we have a 2-syllable word. The next step is to divide the word into syllables. Syllable Rule 1 is in effect. We have one consonant between 2 vowels. Now we assign vowel group numbers to the vowel sounds. We have in the first syllable 1 vowel at the end of the syllable. The O will represent its long sound. According to vowel group 2, the second syllable, you have 1 vowel followed by a consonant. The vowel will represent its short sound. And this is how the word is marked. The next word is student. Student. The student studied very hard. Student. Now, sometimes for spelling purposes, the way we will pronounce the word mentally to ourselves is going to cause us to slightly exaggerate the pronunciation of the word. And this is a spelling technique. You want to pronounce the word when you're pronouncing it as you're spelling it so that it conforms to the actual spelling of the word as much as you possibly can. And student is an example of this because in conversation we pronounce the word student. But we're going to exaggerate the pronunciation of this word slightly so you can more clearly hear the individual sounds in the word. So for spelling, we call this our spelling vocabulary. You have a speaking vocabulary, the kind of way we pronounce the word in conversation. But a spelling vocabulary is when you pronounce the word, exaggerate the sounds in the word so that the sounds in the word correspond more completely to the spelling of the word. So the way we pronounce student for our spelling vocabulary is student. Student. This is a 2-syllable word. The first syllable is stew, and it has 3 sounds. S, t, u. The second syllable is dent, 4 sounds. D, e, n, t. Student. Now, the first step after we spell it is to identify any teams, or if a letter represents its second sound, double underline the letter. Here, U is representing its second long sound, oo, so we double underline it. Remember, U has two long vowel sounds. The first long sound is the name of the letter, U, but the second long sound for U is oo. And the sentence that I've mentioned in the past to remember is, the dude rode on the mule. And mule, the U in mule is representing the first long sound for U, and the oo in dude is representing the second long sound for the letter U. So now that we've done that, we identify our vowel sounds in this word. We have two vowel sounds. Now we have to divide the word into syllables. Syllable rule 1 is in effect. Now we assign vowel group numbers. Student. We have U at the end of the syllable. Vowel group 2 says it will represent its long sound. And in the second syllable, E is followed by a consonant. E will represent its short sound. Now, from now on, I'm just going to dictate the words, and we will identify the individual sounds in the word. The word will be spelled, and then we'll pause while you mark the word, and then we'll advance the screen, and the word will be fully marked. I'll show you what I'm talking about with this next word, bonus. Bonus, the employee received a bonus. Bonus. This is a two-syllable word. The first syllable is bo, two sounds, b, o. Second syllable, nus, three sounds, n, s. Bonus. So this is how we spell this word. Now on your paper, mark the word. And once you've completely marked the word, then advance the screen to see if you've marked it correctly. And this is what the word looks like when it's completely marked. We start now with row 2, iris. Iris. The iris flower is very beautiful. Iris. This is a two-syllable word. The first syllable has only one sound in it, I. Second syllable, ris, three sounds, r, I, s. Iris. Mark the word. And then after you've marked the word, advance the screen to see if you've marked it correctly. Iris. Iris. Resist. Resist. We all need to try and resist temptation. Resist. This is a two-syllable word. The first syllable is re, two sounds, r, e. The second syllable is zist, four sounds, z, I, s, t. Resist. Mark the word. Notice the first S in this word represents its second sound. Deter. Deter. I will not let anything deter me. Deter. Two syllables. First syllable D, two sounds, d, e. Second syllable ter, two sounds, t, Deter. Mark the word. Deter. Here at the end of this word we have an ER team, so that's vowel group 5. Elect. Elect. We will elect our president soon. Elect. Two syllables. First syllable, E, one sound. Second syllable, lect, four sounds. L, e, k, t. Elect. Mark the word. Elect. Row 3. Rodent. Rodent. We have a rodent in the house. Rodent. Now, rodent is one of those words where our speaking vocabulary and our spelling vocabulary aren't the same. In conversation, we pronounce this word rodent, but for spelling purposes, in order to remember the correct spelling for this word, we mentally pronounce it rodent. Rodent. The first of two syllables is ro, and that has two sounds, r, o. The second syllable, dent, four sounds. D, E, N, T. Rodent. Mark the word. Rodent. Again, in conversation we say rodent, but for spelling purposes, pronounce the word rodent. Token. Token. This gift is a token of my appreciation. Token. Two syllables. First syllable toe, two sounds. T, O. Second syllable ken, three sounds. K, E, N. Token. Mark the word. Token. Token. Sequel. Sequel. I can't wait to see the sequel to this movie. Sequel. Two syllables. First syllable C, two sounds. S, E. Second syllable quel, four sounds. First two sounds qua, e, l. Sequel. Mark the word. Sequel. Bequest. Bequest. The man made a generous bequest to the college. Bequest. Two syllables. First syllable B, two sounds. B, E. Second syllable quest. Five sounds. First two sounds qua, e, s, t. Bequest. Mark the word. Bequest. Row 4. Okay. Okay. Everyone is okay in here. Okay. First syllable O, one sound. Second syllable K, two sounds. K, A. Okay. Okay. Season. Season. One season follows after the next. Season. Now again for our spelling vocabulary, pronounce the word season. First syllable C, two sounds. S, E. Second syllable zon, three sounds. Z, A, N. Season. Mark the word. Season. Silent. Silent. We all must be silent in church. Silent. Two syllables. First syllable sigh, two sounds. S, I. Second syllable lent, four sounds. L, E, N, T. Silent. Mark the word. Silent. Begin. Begin. It is time now to begin. Begin. Two syllables. First syllable B, two sounds. B, E. Gin, three sounds. G, I, N. Begin. Mark the word. Begin. Row 5. Adult. Adult. Please try and act like an adult. Adult. Now here, for spelling, our pronunciation is adult. Adult. First syllable, one sound, A. Second syllable, four sounds, D, L, T. Adult. Adult. Focus. Focus. My camera is not in focus. Focus. Two syllables. First syllable fo, two sounds. F, O. Cuss. Three sounds. K, S. Focus. Mark the word. Focus. Focus. Remain. Remain. I will remain with you. Remain. First syllable, re, two sounds. R, E. Main, three sounds. M, A, Remain. Mark the word. Remain. Select. Select. Select anything you want. Select. Now for spelling, we pronounce the word select. First syllable C, two sounds. S, E. Lect, four sounds. L, E, K, T. Select. Mark the word. Select. Row 6. Resent. Resent. Try not to resent the winner. Resent. First syllable re, two sounds. R, E. Zent, four sounds. Z, E, N, T. Resent. Mark the word. Resent. Brazen. Brazen. His action was brazen. Brazen. First syllable bray, three sounds. B, R, A. Zen, three sounds. Z, E, N. Brazen. Mark the word. Brazen. Human. Human. It is very human to make mistakes. Human. Now for spelling, we pronounce the word human. First syllable hu, two sounds. H, U. Man, three sounds. A, N. Human. Mark the word. Human. Remit. Remit. Please remit payment in this envelope. Remit. Two syllables. First syllable re, two sounds. R, E. Mit, three sounds. I, T. Remit. Mark the word. Remit. Row 7. Demand. Demand. There is a great deal of demand for that product. Demand. First syllable D, two sounds. D, E. Mand. Four sounds. A, N, D. Demand. Mark the word. Demand. Amen. Amen. I will say amen to that. Amen. First syllable A, one sound. Second syllable men, three sounds. E, N. Amen. Mark the word. Amen. Joker. Joker. That guy is a real joker. Joker. First syllable Joe, two sounds. J, O. Cur, two sounds. K, Joker. Mark the word. Joker. Making. Making. We are making a cake. Making. First syllable may, two sounds. A. King, three sounds. K, I, Making. Mark the word. Making. Row 8. Refund. Refund. I hope to get a refund. Refund. First syllable re, two sounds. R, E. Fund, four sounds. F, N, D. Refund. Mark the word. Refund. Mucus. Mucus. I have a lot of mucus when I get a cold. Mucus. First syllable mu, two sounds. U. Cuss, three sounds. K, S. Mucus. Mark the word. Mucus. Defect. Defect. There is a defect in this product. Defect. First syllable D, 2 sounds. D, E. Fect, 4 sounds. F, E, K, T. Defect. Mark the word. Defect. Defend. Defend. We must defend the castle. First syllable D, 2 sounds. D, E. Fend, 4 sounds. F, E, N, D. Defend. Mark the word. Defend. Row 9. Using. Using. We are using everything we have. Using. First syllable, U, 1 sound. Second syllable, zing, 3 sounds. Z, I, ng. Using. Mark the word. Using. Emit. Emit. My radiator is going to emit a foul smell. Emit. 2 syllables. The first syllable is 1 sound, E. Mit, 3 sounds. I, T. Emit. Mark the word. Emit. Prefix. Prefix. A prefix comes at the beginning of the word. Prefix. First syllable, pre, 3 sounds. P, R, E. Fix, 3 sounds. F, I, X. Prefix. Mark the word. Prefix. Tidings. Tidings. I bring tidings of joy. Tidings. First syllable, tie, 2 sounds. T, I. Dings, 4 sounds. D, I, ng, z. Tidings. Mark the word. Tidings. Row 10. Cupid. Cupid. Please don't play Cupid in this situation. Cupid. First syllable, Q, 2 sounds. K, U. Pid, 3 sounds. P, I, D. Cupid. Mark the word. Cupid. Treason. Treason. He committed an act of treason. Treason. Now for spelling, we pronounce the word treason. First syllable, tree, 3 sounds. T, R, E. Zon, 3 sounds. Z, A, N. Treason. Mark the word. Treason. Taker. Taker. Do I have a taker for my offer? Taker. First syllable, te, 2 sounds. T, A. Cur, 2 sounds. K, Taker. Mark the word. Taker. Stolen. Stolen. The bicycle was stolen. Stolen. First syllable, stow, 3 sounds. S, T, O. Len, 3 sounds. L, E, N. Stolen. Mark the word. Stolen. Our final row 11. Sober. Sober. We need to make a sober and thought out decision. Sober. First syllable, so, 2 sounds. S, O. Bur, 2 sounds. B, Sober. Mark the word. Sober. Freedom. Freedom. Everyone wants freedom. Freedom. Now we pronounce this word for our spelling vocabulary, free-dom. First syllable, free, 3 sounds. F, R, E. Dom, 3 sounds. D, A, M. Free-dom. Mark the word. Freedom. Freedom. Chosen. Chosen. A great deal of thought was put into what was chosen. Chosen. First syllable cho, 2 sounds. Ch, o. Zen, 3 sounds. Z, e, n. Chosen. Mark the word. Chosen. Our final word is trooper. Trooper. She is a real trooper. Trooper. First syllable troo, 3 sounds. T, r, oo. Second syllable per, 2 sounds. P, Trooper. Mark the word. Trooper. This completes the dictation of words from lesson 371.